We decided what we were going to talk about 20 minutes ago. Well, some things,
I didn't finish running through everything with Blood Axe, so surprise later on.
Surprise.
We are the editor's fucking nightmare.
Well, welcome to Dicejunkies. I'm Xenodamus. I'm here with
you
and on Skype.
Blood Axe.
All right, let's get started. Let's see. First up, we're looking at Take-Two Interactive is going to work with Netflix on a Bioshock movie. This could be good. This could be bad. It all depends on the take on this. I mean, I loved Bioshock. Bioshock, as far as a interactive story goes, it was a very interactive story. And of course, I love Noir, and it was sort of had a Noir feel to it. Mixing maybe a little bit of yeah. And then the weird technology mixed in with that Noir feel, steampunk.
This is like steampunk noir horror. That's good tags to put on it. Bioshock may be the most fascinating game world I've seen created in a long time, especially before Infinite. And Infinite didn't do it any favors. But
Infinite did not do any favors.
But that original setting was amazing. And Rapture, it was just something else. And this could be so good. But Netflix is so hit or miss that it scares me, because I've seen them even when they were doing well on a series. Like, probably the best example I mentioned earlier is Castlevania was effing amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But you could tell by the end they were starting down that path of deciding to make some changes in order to tell them. And I was just like, oh, God, they're doing it. But luckily it ended before it got too bad. Like, it ended right before it got too bad.
I mean, Netflix definitely has a hit or miss type of... I mean, they put things out like Castlevania, which I thought was really good, and then they put things out like Cuties,
Oh no, they just published that. Okay, but that was terrible.
They didn't make it. They only published it.
Cowboy Bebop would be a more fair assessment of what they could do with a really good.
Let's see,
IP.
something they've done. Oh God, yeah, Cowboy Bebop. That was painful. So yeah, they make a lot of missteps in their original programming. I mean, once again, you have The Witcher. Witcher's pretty good. I've enjoyed The Witcher.
Witcher 2 didn't hit as well. Have you checked it out yet?
I've not actually checked out Witcher 2
Probably
yet.
For that reason, I've not heard.
I have heard things where people weren't as excited about it, and I really liked the first season. So it's one of those things of I've been afraid to do the final click, but I got to do it eventually. I know to keep up with it. But
that was me with Castlevania season 3. Like, I saw a couple of things and heard some things that said, "Oh no, it was so good, don't do this." And luckily though, it was fine. It's fine. Just grit your teeth a little bit, and it's got a good finale, and it works out. But but they were close. They were dipping a toe into the BS. So with Bioshock, the question is, who are they getting to make it? And that's the big part: is who are they getting to make it? Because if they let any of their crazy psychos on this that like just butcher a product, and then whine about how great Cowboy Bebop Season 2 was going to be awesome. And everybody was like, how could that be? It was already so terrible. Things don't tend to go from terrible to great. They tend to go from okay to good, good to great. Now, they can drop all the way from great to horrible, but I've never seen the reverse. Like, if you start off really, really bad, I've never seen something go from really bad to really good. So, plus, I mean, they still had the same writer, so it's like, we saw what your writing was. So that's what scares me, is that, here's an example. Like, Stranger Things is freaking incredible.
Yeah, we got a list of their original
I love Stranger Things. Well, again, kind of the earlier seasons. The last season didn't wow me, but still.
But
really
Stranger
good.
Things was decent. Umbrella Academy started off pretty good.
Oh, I forgot they did the Fates Wing Saga. That was so bad.
The what?
You probably would remember the Wings Saga. The Fates Wing Saga. Basically, you remember Riverdale and all those stuff where they take a cartoon and try to turn it into something disgusting. That's one of those examples of they tried to make it teen.
And I guess drama is the category we should probably look at to sort of compare. Because, I mean, their comedy, I mean, that's not going to really relate. Animation's not going to really relate.
Yeah,
Anime is not really going to relate. They got their foreign films. But
if the Wing Saga's in drama, which was really more of a dark fantasy drama, then that means it'll put that this Bioshock will probably be in the drama category, and that's not got a very high success ratio overall. Like there's a couple now, there are some really good, but then there's a lot of really bad. I don't know. See, this is why I said it really depends on who is all I can say. It's going to be who are they going to do this. But if you've noticed, nothing recently. Nothing recently. Like for example, one of my favorite things that did Stranger Things is also one of the oldest original products. And I'm looking down the list trying to see The Witcher. The Witcher's the next closest. Nothing after The Witcher was good to me. So
Sweet Tooth wasn't bad.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's for a younger audience, I think. I watched it. It was a little young for me, but overall, it didn't seem like a bad original show. So,
Sabrina, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, that was pretty good.
I don't think that was them. I think that's someone else. Just like I think Riverdale is someone else. But yeah, I don't know. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina to me was not actually. I followed a bit of it, and I wasn't wild. I felt like it was a decent. I mean, it could have been its own story. It definitely was like nothing to do with anything other stuff. It was just a completely different story arc. Not terrible, but like it didn't catch my attention.
Oh yeah, well that's the reason why we got Netflix and Mrs. Bloodaxe wanted to continue watching it when the new season came out. But yeah, you're right. It didn't follow the original story that we grew up on. But it was still, for what it was pretty good, especially if you had no expectations regarding the first series. But when it comes to Bioshock, it's one of the situations where you've got a very well-defined world. And if you have someone who wants to rewrite and do their own thing, you're going to lose a lot of fans like you did with Cowboy Bebop, because it was a very defined space. Characters were already fleshed out. And same thing with this. If you start going off on a different path, then yeah, people are going to tune out really quick. But it could be awesome. You're right. It's either going to be really, really good, or it's going to be a shit show.
Yeah, but the second they decide that they can fix it, that's when it's doomed. When they decide, that was good, but I can fix it. Yeah, and done. That'll be what kills it. And unfortunately, Netflix is really prone to letting people do that, because I don't know how Cowboy Bebop got released. I don't know how anyone sat down and said, okay, let's watch what we put together here. Because normally there's a screening and they watch it. Like it's actually looked at. I don't know anyone that sat there and looked at this and went, thumbs up. Like anybody that sat down and even people who weren't that familiar with it should have been like, this doesn't, I read about this and none of this matches.
Yeah.
Isn't she dead? Isn't he supposed to be like why is the black guy a bad dad, an absentee father? Why did you make him black and make him an absentee father? That seems kind of racist. What are you doing here?
And this actually may be the better list because this is going to be a movie. So this is Netflix feature films. And I really don't see much of anything. Oh, it's not going
to be a series? It's a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie.
That should have been a series.
Oh, no, I think it should have been a series. But
okay, it's going to suck. There's no way they can tell that story. And they can't even tell half that story in a movie, man. There's no way. Just building up the frigging Rapture. Rapture could take fucking half an hour to an hour just to build the atmosphere and what happened. Like, how could you tell anything but the skinniest edge of a story?
Yeah, and then you have to get into the whole thing with the big daddies and the little sisters, and I mean,
Explain.
yeah, that's a lot to flesh out, especially for people who aren't familiar, who didn't play Bioshock.
Oh, you're right. Just the powers alone would take a long time to establish how they work. Like that would, wow, that's definitely not viable at all. So in other words, it's another one of their terrible movie attempts that's probably going to be low budget and poorly done and a wreck. Okay, well then good. We can move on now. Now we can move on. Now to do I did not realize it was a movie. I have no hopes at all.
You have no hopes.
If it was a trilogy,
we left off with that, but all right.
Well, what is it going to be, a trilogy? Because, dude, you played Bioshock.
Well, I mean, it might be. I mean, it's not like that's once they made one movie that's going to be it. They could make more than one movie. I mean, it could be like, I don't know, the Resident Evil movies, you know. Now you have the Bioshock movies.
That's not a very high bar.
I know. I was...
He's trying to get punched. Oh. And don't get me wrong, I like what's her name. What's the name of that actress? I love that actress, man. I'm a big fan of the actress, but like Resident Evil movies, she was the only thing that made those watchable for me because she's Mila Jovovich. Yeah, she's freaking awesome. I wish she played in good movies. Well, no, because I like her so much.
She was a Fifth Element, man.
I know. I was just about to say that, and she was incredible. I really wish she played in good movies. I wish Marvel would pick her up. She'd have been fucking awesome as one of the characters in Marvel. Oh, she'd have made a good Scarlet Witch. Hell, I'd have been not Scarlet Witch, she should have been Black Widow. Oh my God. She'd have been amazing Black Widow.
Nah, she's too, I don't think she would have done Black Widow now.
I've seen her do action. I think she can do Black Widow. She's got the accent. She's got an accent. It's better than what, and Scarlett Johansson's meh. She's not bad, but I think I've seen Mila Jovovich do some good action, dude. You probably haven't watched all of her terrible movies, but I have. And she does action great. Like she's convincing. She's a fun action star. It's just that she only
see
plays
much
those
they've
bad
done
movies.
in that genre.
No,
that sci-fi.
sci-fi.
You know, now see yesterday, Rim of the World.
The fact that you're literally like, what the hell is that? Says a lot about this. Oh wow, you're right. They don't even do it a lot. Well, it depends on who they hire, though. I mean,
have a horror. We have a rattlesnake.
Yeah, I mean,
aren't they getting? Oh, go ahead.
It's going to be all about who's writing the script and who's directing it.
Yeah.
Because if you get a good writer and a director who has the same vision and passion for it that like Jon Favreau did for The Mandalorian, then yeah, you will have a good show. But if you hire a crappy writer or try to force some kind of agenda down our throat when we're trying to watch Bioshock the movie, then it's going to suck. No matter who the actors and actresses are, that's going to it all will depend upon the writer and also the director. Now, an actor can ruin a good story. I mean, look at anything with Ben Affleck in it, for example. But it does start with the story overall. So, what is the premise of the film? And if you keep within the same realm that's already been defined by the games, that's a safe space to play in. Give us some fan service and bring out some big daddies and little have sisters. That decision. What are you going to do with Little Sister? Are you going to harvest? Are you going to release? Have that kind of torn moment where the characters having, I can get this power so I can try to accomplish my goals, or I can be forgiving or kind or however you want to word it and let her go. So you got to have that moral dilemma that would actually be something that would invest the audience.
Yeah. Well, right now, I mean, it's still really early in the, I think in the making. So, because I mean, they didn't even do a screenshot or announce any names along with it. They basically just said, it was a tweet on February 15th. Netflix plus Bioshock. Would you kindly stay tuned? Now that may mean they may be getting ready to release more info.
Yeah, we'll give it some time, but like I said, I'm already in the doubting category.
Well, I mean, we're in the speculation realm, and Netflix has not been the greatest to speculate about.
No, I'll definitely give it a watch because it is something that I'm really interested in. Like you said, like that gritty noir horror type scenario, which is something that I really enjoyed. Almost kind of like a Fallout, but not zombie. I mean, not apocalypse Fallout. So I know it will be interesting, and I'm excited. Granted, it could go south very fast, though.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out Dicejunkies.com where you can find links everywhere we are online. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. We do this live show on Twitch every Sunday at 3:30 along with Blood Axe and Q, and I do some gameplay throughout the week on our Twitch channel. Check out our YouTube channel. Be sure to like, subscribe. That way you can catch some of our reviews and interviews. Of course, we're starting up cons. We're going to be going down to Coast Con here in March. So looking forward to that. If you like cons, definitely check that out. Other than that, we have SciFiCon scheduled in April, so another good one to check out if you're interested in the con scene. So. Or you want to just see us, and we may be handing out some swag, some Dicejunkies t-shirts, stuff like that. So, all right, and as every week,
we hope you enjoy.
Just a player, just a player, just a player, play the damn game.
I'm not editing shit. I'm just putting all one fucking big file into here. Y'all have fun.